It's time for business news now, and Stephen Carroll joins me on set. Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Alison.
Stephen, you're starting with this major security flaw which has been discovered in Apple's messaging service.
Apple has released an emergency security update to fix a weakness which could allow hackers to infect iPhones and other Apple devices without any action from users. The issue was discovered by cybersecurity researchers at the University of Toronto's Citizen Lab. They say this is the first time a so-called zero-click attack has been caught and examined. The discovery comes as Apple prepares to launch its new range of products later this Tuesday. Catherine Viette has the story.
Apple is urging its users to immediately update their devices to plug a security breach. In a statement announcing the patch, Apple says an issue linked to maliciously crafted PDFs may have been actively exploited across iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, and Macs. Cybersecurity researchers at the University of Toronto's Citizen Lab discovered the vulnerability and alerted Apple a week ago. It works by allowing hackers to access devices through iMessage without requiring users to click on a link or open a file. According to Citizen Lab, this is known as a zero-click account, and they've dubbed it forced entry. The researchers discovered the hack while analyzing an iPhone of a Saudi activist that had been infected with Pegasus spyware created by Israeli military developer NSO. In a statement, Citizen Lab strongly criticized NSO and urged more oversight.
Our latest discovery illustrates that companies like NSO Group are facilitating despotism as a service for unaccountable government security agencies. Regulation of this growing, highly profitable and harmful marketplace is desperately needed.
The NSO Group is already under fire after its spyware was discovered on the devices of journalists, activists, and politicians earlier this year. While neither confirming nor denying involvement, NSO said in a statement that it would continue to provide law enforcement and intelligence agencies with technology to fight terror and crime.
And staying with technology now, Stephen, Google has been fined in South Korea.
The US tech giant will have to pay 207 billion won, or around 150 million euros, after South Korea's competition regulator found the company had abused its dominant position. Google was being investigated for preventing local smartphone makers from customizing its Android system. It comes after the country's parliament voted earlier this month to ban App Store operators like Google from forcing software developers to use their payment systems.
Next, Stephen, to an update on the French economy from the country's central bank.
There was mixed news in this latest forecast from the Bank of France. It upgraded its outlook for economic growth this year to 6.3%. Now, that's above the 6% forecast by the French government. But then the bank sees growth slowing down in 2022 to just 3.7%. On the jobs front, it's forecasting a sharp increase in job creation this year, but unemployment will stabilise at around 8%. The bank also says that problems in hiring could hamper the recovery, with half of French firms now reporting difficulties in finding workers. In Britain, meanwhile, the job market has bounced back to its pre-pandemic level. Figures for July show the jobless rate fell to 4.6% in the UK, and the number of people in employment across the country is now back where it was before the virus struck. This as the UK government prepares to end its furlough scheme on September 30th. But there are a record number of job openings in sectors like road haulage and hospitality, which have both been hit by the pandemic and by Brexit.
All right, Stephen, take us through what's happening on the markets.
European shares starting the day in the red, small falls across London, Paris and Frankfurt. Frankfurt there just pretty much close to the flat line at the open. Oil and gas shares, though, are getting a boost from OPEC's latest forecast that demand for oil will surpass pre-pandemic levels next year. It's a mixed picture in Asian trading, meanwhile. Gains in Tokyo, but falls in Shanghai and in Hong Kong. Investors all over the world will be watching closely for the latest inflation figures in the United States. They're due out later today.
And finally from you, Stephen, another story about big price swings in cryptocurrency, but this time involving Walmart.
That's an unsuspecting connection from the world's biggest retailer to cryptocurrency, but the company's found itself at the centre of a cryptocurrency storm after a fake press statement claimed that Walmart was going into partnership with Litecoin. That's a digital currency rival to Bitcoin. The statement was issued by the global newswire service, which is used by many big companies to make announcements. It said that Walmart was going to accept Litecoin for online payments, but that wasn't true. The news sent the value of Litecoin up by 30%. Those gains soon faded, though, after the truth emerged. Walmart says that it's investigating the incident.
Very mysterious.
Indeed.
All right, thank you, Stephen, for that business update.